tonight's homework is 286 through 290. First problem here, you have a generic rectangle. You're supposed to find what two numbers are being multiplied to use this rectangle. How can you tell? So I'm going to kind of look at my two numbers on top and bottom. I'm going to link my 500 and 150 together and my 20 and 6. So knowing that 500 is a 3-digit number, I'll probably know that since, again, we have a 2-digit number, it's probably going to be in the tens place and the ones. So I'm treating this for my ones and these for my tens. So to go ahead and think what two numbers could equal 500, I could maybe guess 50 and 10. So looking at those two, 50 times 10 is 500. What times 10 would equal 20? Simple as that is 2. So right now I have 52 on top. Let's see if that works on the bottom. Now 50 times what number would equal 150? Well, again, 5 times 3 is 15. Add my 0, there's my 150. So 50 times 3 is 150. And the last check would be if 3 times 2 equaled 6, which it does. So I know my multiplication problem here is simply 52 times 13 or 13 times 52. Now the next problem says write the product as a sum of the area. So again, you're going to take that 52 times 13 and equal it by writing down all the sums from the generic rectangle with the answer. And I will let you do that on your own. And then again, using the distributive property, you need to show the product equal the expression with parentheses, multiplication and addition. Well, right now they've already given you the parentheses and the addition. So you need to choose if you want to put 52 in front or 13 and then break down the next number. So if you're using 15, you're going to have to break down the multiplication that got you 13. And then if you're doing 13, you have to break down the multiplication for 52. Next question here, you got boot sizes for the math marching team. They list a whole bunch of numbers here, ranging from sizes 8 to 12. So knowing that you're only using sizes 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, you need to tell me if you are going to use a dot plot or a stem and leaf. Again, which one would be easier for you? You tell me why. 288, really easy. We're just finding the information of numbers. Again, look at the spots, look at the missing data. I usually like to count how many numbers of lines they are and then use simple multiplication or division to figure out my missing numbers. Do the same thing for the next two. 89, again, we're just trying to find out equivalence here. You might need to multiply or divide for each one. Notice if the number gets bigger, you're probably going to be using multiplication. If the number's getting lower or smaller, you're going to probably use division. You could also reverse your thinking and go from 10 to 100 and use multiplication if you don't like using division, or you could use division and work backwards and divide 250 by 2 to get the answer. Last question, 2-90, you're just adding and subtracting decimals. Don't forget to carry when you're subtracting, for especially these two. And again, when we are writing and using decimals, you always line them up. 0.375, that's a pretty bad dot right there. And again, I always add my zeros or my place values. And again, going down the road here, you will simply get your answer by subtracting. Show all your work again. You won't get credit, especially on the test. If you don't show your work, don't pop out your calculators and get the right answer. So again, that's tonight's homework. Hopefully I helped you out any bit. If I could, ask us questions, class, if you still don't understand anything. Have a good night.